Am I rolling? I think I'm rolling. Dear Future Enoch, so this will be my last video of 2023, and as is usually tradition for me, I take the last week of the year to sort of look back and reflect on how the year has gone. And I'm not gonna lie, this year has been interesting to say the least. I didn't expect this year to go from employment uncertainty to employment certainty over the course of just a few months. So as I've alluded to in previous videos, this year started off with me having a part-time job with part-time pay, part-time hours, and no semblance of permanency. The idea of a permanent job was sort of dangled in front of me as a carrot. Like, if you earn your stripes, you might earn a full-time position. That ended up not happening, and I ended up getting a job at another company with a much less bureaucratic process who gave me a permanent full-time job after literally just one interview and a skills assessment test that I did at the time of applying. Non-unionized, lesser benefits, but still a permanent job, and I'm quite grateful for that. But given the fact that I was only unemployed for around 2 weeks in September, I'll give myself a bit of applause for a full year of mostly continuous employment. At least 50 weeks of continuous employment. Wow, this is a terrible applause. But there's more to life than just work, and this year I managed to do a lot of non-work related things too. Like having gone for my very first vacation since the pandemic happened. That vacation also coincided with me reconnecting with a lot of old friends, so that was a plus too. I caught my first fish, fantastic. Another thing that people ask me about, and I feel like I get asked about this pretty much every time I see people who are familiar with it, is how's the photography going? I'm still active in photography, although people who have followed my Flickr and Instagram probably know that I've posted a lot less this year. This year I spent a lot of time working on creating an organized workflow for processing photos, which has sort of helped with the clutter, but has also slowed down my editing process, which is why not as many photos were posted this year. But lately I've noticed that I've been hesitating behind the shutter a lot and waiting to get the whole picture assembled before I press the shutter, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like on one hand, you're putting more thought into a photo before you take it. But at the same time, since I mostly do candid photography, this hesitation actually leads to me missing quite a lot of photos, so I gotta find a balance. This year has been mired with lots of home renovations, and while on one hand it's nice to have the house renovated and cleaned out, on the other hand, they were just very badly executed. My kitchen renovation dragged on for well over a month, and boy did I not enjoy it. My bedroom renovation went better. In terms of the end result, I was happier with it. But trying to get my family to clean up after a renovation was a massive headache. I enjoyed the renovation in terms of being able to throw out years of garbage. The rest of my household, not so much. This year has been weird and bizarre and great and terrible and something I would do again and something I would not want to do again. But this year has concluded. Soon it will be in the past. And soon we'll be ringing in 2024. Future Enoch, I'll see you next week, which is in the new year. I'm gonna deal with my Christmas hangover now. Oh man, it's so wet here.